Okay, today we are going to be working with the different mediums that we have been learning about for the last couple days. You will need to reference your mediums article that you did for homework and in class the other day, as well as the media diet poster graphic organizer that is in your media literacy packet. Let's first remember what a medium is. A medium is the format in which the news is presented. So things like television, newspaper, internet, radio. And then we also just had a full class discussion on whether or not social media was part of a medium in society today, because even though it is part of the internet, it's actually kind of its own medium because of the way that you can access it on your phone and how easily accessible it is. We're going to just have that be its own medium on top of the internet. What you see in front of you here today is a picture of a food pyramid, and you're actually going to be creating a media diet pyramid just like the food pyramid. So as you see here, we have a food pyramid that is well balanced. We all need a well balanced diet, and just like we need a well balanced food diet, we also need a well balanced media diet. We can't just always rely on social media. We can't just rely on radio. We have to kind of have a balance of each of those different types of mediums. There's two tasks today. You're going to be able to do this task with a partner of your choice. The first task is to create a large chart that covers the major positives and negatives of the following mediums. You'll need to do a chart on radio, TV, internet, newspaper, and social media. Social media, we've talked about whether or not it's a medium, and we've kind of discussed in class briefly of whether or not it's a medium, but you don't have any of this in your article or on your media diet poster that you created in your media literacy packet. So you'll need to come up with your partner, and you will need to come up with some positives and negatives based on what we talked about in class and also based on your own thinking. This is an example chart. So maybe I want to have radio and then below it the positives and negatives, TV positives and negatives, internet positives and negatives, newspaper positives and negatives, and then social media positives and negatives. The one thing that I want you to remember is on your poster, only have this be either one side of your poster or half of your poster, because you actually do have two tasks. The second task today is next to the chart or on the other side of your poster, you're going to create a media diet in the shape of either a pie chart or a food pyramid. I don't care which, you and your partner decide. On this chart, you're going to label the medium that you and your partner think should be the most used all the way to the least used. After this, you need to do the justification piece. You have to explain why you decided to set up your media diet this way. So here's an example. You do not have to do your media diet this way. I just did an example just so you could see. Let's say that I want to have the radio be the least used, the internet in the middle, television and social media split, and then the newspaper is the most. I can do this. There is no right answer in this class. I just have to justify why I want to do this food pyramid or this media pyramid this way. So my justification is this. We chose the newspaper as the medium we would use the most because of how reliable it is and it gives the perfect amount of information. We decided that the radio was the least accessible and was outdated. Also, the radio changes from county to county, meaning in Des Moines, you can't listen to the same radio station as in Davenport, which makes it not as user-friendly. There's my justification, and my poster would be done at this point, and I could turn it into Mrs. Wolf. Here's a couple just logistical pieces. As far as supplies go, there will be posters and markers, and if you need scissors for some reason, there's scissors that are all going to be on the table right below the class constitution signs. The table is against the wall with the windows. Also, I will have a couple student examples there. Please leave the student examples at that table so that all groups can use them, but you can use them to reference just to see what other students have done in the past, because some students did pie charts, some students did media diet pyramids. And just a reminder, there are two tasks. The first task is you need to have a chart that looks at the positives and negatives of each of the mediums. The second task is you need to have some kind of pie chart or pyramid that explains what is the most used, what is the least used, and justification for that. If you have questions, rewatch this video. If you still have questions after that, ask your partner, ask another friend in class, and then if you still have questions after that, you can come to the teacher as long as I am not working with other students. Thanks so much.